In New York City, where 10 times as many people have died as the next most devastated city, there are charges of a double standard when it comes to enforcing social distancing regulations. Amber Cagliano reports.
New York Mayor Bill de Blasio is under fire today after police broke up a funeral where thousands of Hasidic Jews mourned a rabbi who died from COVID-19. I went there myself to ensure the crowd was dispersed, the mayor tweeted. My message to the Jewish community and all communities is this simple. The time for warnings has passed. Community leaders say de Blasio singled out Jews but did not criticize the crowds who watched that spectacular flyby to honor frontline workers. One posted, "I am appalled that the mayor would single us out and sanction us being picked on. This is disgusting and despicable." De Blasio is warning there's more crackdown to come.
The next gathering will be met by summonses and arrests, period. No more warnings. And that's true in every community.
And the NYPD is vowing to break up the shocking shanty towns that have sprouted on the subways during the pandemic. Check this out. One guy has brought all his possessions onto the subway. Essential workers rely on mass transportation to get them to work, and they are frightened that the presence of so many homeless people who are riding out the pandemic on the subways is putting them at risk.
This is what I gotta do. I gotta go to work in this. I gotta send it to the governor.
Look, this rider is so concerned he is actually wearing a hazmat suit on a train. Subway conductor Adrian Blocker.
Going to work every day makes me very anxious. I don't feel the safest that I could feel. And I do wish that the city was doing more.
Governor Andrew Cuomo spoke out about the crisis today.
The cars were filthy. They were disgusting. Homeless people were there with all their belongings.
Cops are also cracking down on illegal dirt bikes and ATVs on New York streets. Bikers have been running amok since the lockdown. Cops seized 20 vehicles and made 2 arrests.
Experts suspect the coronavirus originated at a wet market in Wuhan, China, probably in bats, and then jumped to humans. You may be surprised to learn wet markets, where live animals are sold on the spot, are also in the United States. The World Health Organization says they can be an affordable source of food in many places, but in many places, they are poorly maintained. We check some out.
These are wet markets, but they're not in China. They operate legally right here in the United States. Chicken, goats, sheep, cows, ducks, all very much alive. Anyone can come in and buy an animal and have it butchered on the premises. Unlike the controversial wet markets in Wuhan, China, where the coronavirus is believed to have originated, American wet markets don't carry exotic animals like bats or snakes. But some critics fear they can still be a source of disease that can spread to humans, similar to COVID-19. Jill Carnegie of Slaughter Free NYC, an animal rights group, says there are about 80 wet markets in the city.
New York City is the global epicenter of the current pandemic. The absolute disgusting irony is that New York City is home to more of these markets than any other city in the United States.
She discreetly shoots video on her cell phone showing, she says, unsanitary conditions, crammed cages, sick animals, and excrement on the floors. She says sometimes the owners don't like her presence.
Don't touch her! Not touch her!
She says she was assaulted and pressed charges. The owner was arrested. The case is pending. When we went to the market this week, we found the market in full operation, still selling animals for slaughter on the spot. Something this animal rights activist wishes would change.
We need to shut down wet markets by starting right here in our city and shutting down these wet markets immediately.
The New York State Department of Health says wet markets pose no risk as long as they're kept clean.